Hi Leo, this is your March 24th through the 30th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, your favorite spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, spread number 4 will be on your work, your business, and your finances. And the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Leo. We have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Emperor. We have the 3 of Wands clarified by the High Priestess. We have the 6 of Swords clarified by the Sun. In the potential outcome, we have the 10 of Cups with the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. And we also have the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Aries. We also have Water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And we have you, Leo. Perhaps you're dealing with another Leo. Very, very specific reading. This Emperor is coming in with a very loving offer. And I think you're going to accept it. But in order for you to accept it, or as a result of you accepting it, you're going to walk away from something or someone. Or they're going to walk away. They're walking away. Or both of you are walking away. Let me elaborate. Let me explain. Right? So first of all, yes, you do have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Emperor. So this is the offer coming your way. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the Knight of Cups is the most loving, the most romantic, the most caring knight out of all 4 knights. So this person is going to come in with a very grand, romantic, lovey-dovey gesture, an offer. And the person making you this offer is the Emperor. The Emperor. Not just any king or queen. There's nothing wrong with king or queen, by the way. But the Emperor. Alright? And it could simply be an Aries you're dealing with. We're celebrating Aries' birthday season right now. So perhaps it has something to do with their birthday. Maybe they're going to invite you to go on a trip together or something like that. But if you're not dealing with an Aries, then the Emperor could be like a boss figure, or a figure of authority to you, or a figure of authority to other people. Right? The Emperor is somebody who always delivers, keeps their promises. The Emperor is large and in charge, very well established individual. Right? The Emperor often comes through as a future husband, future spouse figure. So when this person shows up and makes you that offer with the Knight of Cups, that will trigger a chain of events. Right? Let me elaborate further. The 3 of Wands, the next card that came out. And then after that we have the 6 of Swords. Right? And on the bottom of the deck we have the 8 of Cups. Those cards kind of look alike, wouldn't you say? In all those 3 cards, we're looking at people's backs. We're not looking at people's faces. We're looking at people's backs. The back of their heads and their backs. Right? In the 6 of Swords, the person is rowing away. In the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the person is walking away. In the 3 of Wands, the person is looking into the future a little bit to the right. Right? So that makes me believe that once you accept this offer, there's going to be, some of you will have to walk away from something or someone. I can only speculate what you're walking, or whom you're walking away from, right? But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The High Priestess clarifying the 3 of Wands could be interpreted as a card of intuition. So perhaps your intuition will kick in and tell you, you know what, this is the real deal. This is the real deal. I better take this offer. I better accept it. I better walk away. And the High Priestess is also a card of a secret. It's also a card of a secret. You can interpret that however you want. And the 6 of Swords is clarified by the Sun. The Sun is your major arcana card. That's you right there. That's your major arcana card. And at the same time, if you forget for a second that the Sun is one of your major arcana cards, it is the happiest card in the deck. We have 78 cards in the standard tarot deck. That one, the Sun, happens to be the happiest one out of all of them. Alright, so you're moving towards happiness. The 6 of Swords, by the way, is also kind of like improvement. Right? So your life is about to get better, Leo. In the potential outcome. And by the way, I was asking, what is the potential outcome between Leo and the Emperor? And those 3 cards showed up. 2 of them are marriage cards. So it's going to be worth it. Whoever you're walking away, you know what you're doing. You're walking towards that marriage, towards that commitment. Right? The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after card. The 4 of Wands is another commitment marriage card. Some people call the 4 of Wands the 1111 card. And to me personally, the 4 of Wands Always reminds me of an actual wedding, and a Six of Wands right next to the deck. That card used to be called the proposal card, and it's also a card of victory and success, being in the center of attention, just the way you like it, Leo. I just said it with love. I have Leo in my chart, by the way. But yeah, that's what this whole reading is all about. It involves the Emperor, and it also involves either you or them or both of you walking away from something or someone. But it's worth it, because you're walking right towards that commitment of marriage. All right, Leo, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Leo, this spread is for you. We have Justice, clarified by the King of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Star. We have the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You know what it looks like, Leo? It looks like an air sign convention, and you're invited. We have every single air sign on the table, represented by their major arcana card, and on top of it we also have the King of Swords, which is also an air sign. So Justice could be a Libra, the Star could be an Aquarius, the Lovers could be a Gemini. But jokes aside, Justice with this King of Swords, it's like a government worker, right? The government worker or a lawyer. So perhaps it's like you could be thinking about maybe buying a home, or maybe getting a loan for something, and maybe perhaps buying a home, or perhaps you want to build an addition to your house, but you have to submit some paperwork with the local government first, and you could be hearing from them this week, and I think it's a yes. It's a yes, right? Justice clarified by the King of Swords, followed by the Page of Pentacles. It's a yes. It's like a permit. It's like a authorization of some sort. I don't think anybody's getting a divorce. No, I don't think that. Perhaps, like I said, you have to deal with some government agency, right? And now you're getting an answer. Now you're getting a yes, right? Because the Page of Pentacles could be paperwork, right? The Page of Pentacles could be maybe buying something, or paying some sort of a fee or a license, or perhaps you applied for a license or something like that. That's what it kind of feels like. And it's it's definitely actually a yes, right? The Star clarifying it is a card of a wish come true. It's also a card of healing for some of you. Maybe you're dealing with disability for your parents or something like that. I'm not predicting anybody getting disabled this week, no. But perhaps that's what's going on, right? Because the Star is a card of healing. And perhaps government confirms that yes, we're granting that, right? The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of travel. Some of you could be traveling, or it's simply a card of communication. A lot of communication, back and forth communication. Okay, the Lovers right next to the deck, it could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Lovers is also a card of a choice. So perhaps now that the government or whatever organization or the bank is going to clear it, with the Lovers, you have a choice as to what you want to do after this, right? And the Lovers, it could simply be like the lover of your life, right? The Lovers is also a card of like major partnership. Okay, that's what it kind of feels like. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Judgment. We have the Devil, clarified by the Magician. We also have the Fool, clarified by the Seven of Cups. And we have the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, or any zodiac sign. You know what was the first thing I said? The first thing that came out of my mouth once I saw all these cards laying down. I said, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Leo, uh-oh. So you definitely have somebody coming back from the past. It's an ex. I don't think it's just somebody from your past. Every once in a while, I see just people showing up from the past in love from the past spreads. This is like almost certainly your ex, and this person knows your weak sides. This person knows what they can do to spark your interest, to lure you back in. All right? They know it. And perhaps you know it too, that if they say something or if they do something, it's going to be really, really hard for you to resist. This person definitely knows how to cloud your judgment. All right, Leo? And that's why I said, uh-oh. All right? So yeah, the Devil clarified by the Magician, a manipulator. Somebody knows how to manipulate you, Leo, right? Because the devil and the magician, they could be interpreted many, many different ways. However, when those two cards show up together, one clarifying another, yeah, the magician is a card of a trickster, manipulator, right? The devil is a card of somebody or something really, really hard to resist in this particular case. So they're going to do something, going to say something, going to send you something, or they will do a bunch of things, right? And that is going to test you. That will test you, Leo. The Fool clarified by the Seven of Cups. The Fool is a card of jumping right back in. Could be an Aries you're dealing with, by the way, but the Fool is a card of just going for it. The Seven of Cups clarifying it could be interpreted as a card of somebody's judgment being clouded. It's also a card of intoxication and things like that. Alright, Leo, so be on the lookout. I don't know what you're going to do about this, but this person knows what to say and what to do. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo, this week. We have the World. We have Strength, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You know what, Leo? I hope this spread plays out for as many of you, or hopefully all of you, this week. As many of you as possible, or perhaps all of you. This spread could be interpreted many, many different ways, right? So let me elaborate. Let me explain. Let me give you some scenarios. For some of you, it's a retirement. I'm not saying all of you will be retiring this week, but some of you may, right? For others of you, you could be cashing in on something. For others of you, you could be getting like a fantastic, awesome offer. Others of you could be maybe purchasing property. Alright, those are the basic general scenarios that I can think of. Most importantly, you will have a reason to celebrate. Okay, what's about to take place, what's about to happen will give you a reason to be like those people in the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It is a kind of a celebration, but I think it's a celebration because of what's taken place this week, right? The World, the first card that came out, it's a card of an ending or someplace remote, and when it comes to the World card, it's usually a happy end card. A retirement would be a happy end. Or perhaps you made an investment in the past, and now you're finally cashing in, right? So that investment cycle was about to come to an end, and you got money coming in. Right, others of you, you could be promoted, you could be it could be the last week at your existing job, and perhaps you're getting a new job. You could be starting a new job the following week, or you may take a vacation and then start a new job after that, or something along those lines. Something is coming to an end, but it's awesome. Right, Strength clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Strength is your major arcana card, Leo. That's you. As I was clarifying the Strength card, I simply asked how will Leo feel about what's going on, and the Ace of Pentacles showed up. Amazing, right? As a clarifier, as how you will feel about this, the Ace of Pentacles showing up, it's just awesome, right? It's the Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles is money coming in, or an offer coming in, or maybe you're purchasing something, or something among those lines. You will feel great about it. The Ten of Pentacles right next to the deck could be a card of a family. It's also a card of financial abundance, and it's also a card of real estate. Alright? Or perhaps all of the above. And again, going back to the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, yeah, you'll have a reason to celebrate. Alright? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Leo. We have the King of Cups clarified by the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Eight of Cups. And we also have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Well, yeah, this is definitely something unexpected. Even I didn't expect this. Well, it kind of makes sense. Let me throw in a few scenarios, right? For some of you, it's yet another X showing up, right? It could be yet another X showing up. It's not the same person who saw in the Love from the Past reading. It's definitely not the same person. Doesn't feel the same way. Okay? For some of you, remember the first spread, the new love spread, and we saw all those cards as somebody having to walk away. So perhaps for some of you, you could be talking to two people, and this King of Cups could be one of them. And when that other person shows up that we talked about in the first spread, you could be walking away from this King of Cups. You could be dropping them. All right, I'm not judging anybody, it's just one of the scenarios. For others of you, say you broke up with this King of Cups a while ago, And when a new person shows up, enters your life, and you're definitely going to get super excited about them, you'll definitely see that person in the first spread, in the new love spread, as somebody you could spend the rest of your life with. But perhaps this King of Cups, your ex, is going to show up and they're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to stop you, right? And you're going to be like, no, 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 no. You, King of Cups, I already flipped the page. I already closed that chapter. And you're going to continue moving forward with that new person. You're going to continue walking away from this King of Cups. So that would be another scenario. All right, so that's how I see this. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of walking away, and I think this is you walking away from this King of Cups, no matter what the scenario is. And what you're not expecting, I guess, again, is this King of Cups resurfacing, showing up. But you're not entertaining this with this King of Cups. No, you're just going to continue walking if you're already walking away from this person, or you'll just leave this person behind in some capacity. All right? Yeah, that's such a twist to the story. All right? So that's what I have for you, Leo, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week.